Hi, I'm Luc from GORGUTS, and first day in Portugal today. The idea came from Big Steve that I used to play with in Negativa. He was playing on Obscura as well. And so in 2006 or 2007 maybe, one evening Steve brought the idea that it would be cool if I would do another GORGUTS record to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the band. But the 20th anniversary of the band would have been in 2011. Since the first record, I mean, to celebrate the release of the first record, which came out in '91. So that was the idea. I didn't even get the idea myself. I said, dude, that's a very good idea. He said, yeah, that'd be cool for the fans, and I'm sure there would be a good buzz around the record and this and that. I said, yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm gonna work on this. And right away, I had in mind to have John as a drummer, because John was already writing to me maybe once or twice a year to say, hi, how you doing? And if you ever want to jam, you know, I'll be interested in playing music with you. And me, in the meantime, I discovered his playing on the Dimmak record, Knives of Ice, which totally blew me away. So he was my first candidate in mind for drummer. Then Colin for bass. And Big Steve told me about Kevin, because I didn't know about Kevin at all for his work in Dysrhythmia and everything. And it ended up that he had a band with Colin, Dysrhythmia. So I just sent an email to everybody, and everybody said yes right away. So it was like very smooth, very natural, like if we jammed together for forever already. So that's how everything came together. Not really. I mean, not that there is bad blood. It's just that they're not really playing anymore, and they're just doing different things. And artistically, I wanted to be very challenged with new players, and they are amazing players. John, Colin, and Kevin. So
for new blood.
yeah, and you need to be in total admiration with your bandmates. It's not like you play music and okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Me, I was totally open for them to do all their arrangements. Of course, if there's something I don't think it works, I don't like the aesthetic, I'm gonna say it, but that doesn't compromise their talent at all.
You were open to receive some.
Totally, because otherwise I would have made everything myself. I would have wrote all the guitars and all the bass line and just ask someone, okay, here's a music sheet, play this. But I didn't want this. I wanted to have their own style and aesthetic, because that's what really impresses me, you know, when I heard them in their respective bands. My interest came only first with the word mandala. When I quick story, my girlfriend came one day home and said, oh, I brought a gift to this little child of my friend, and the child was happy, so he had a coloring book and he colored a mandala and offered it to my girlfriend. So when she told me that story, I said, what is a mandala? I thought the word was...
At that time you had no idea what...
I had no idea what it was. But the word really got my attention. So then I went on the internet and YouTube, and I saw the monks drawing with sand. I said, wow, this is mystic, beautiful, intriguing. So I said, I want to talk about this on the new record. So then I started buying books and educate myself, reading about the process, because at first I wanted to make the whole record about this. Let's say like when the first grain of sand hit the ground, to until when they break it up, you know, so wipe it up and bring it in the water. But it was very, very ambitious to do that. And at some point, I didn't feel like after 3-4 songs, you know, to have like a metal spirit talking about the process. It can work for a song. It's poetic and everything, but a whole record, and you need to be very, very well informed on the process, and it's very complex and everything. So by reading on mandalas, then in the book there was the story on how they discovered the Dalai Lama when he was like 2-3 years old, and I said, wow, that's a wonderful story. So I made the song Ocean of Wisdom about this. So the first song, I'm taking the listener to Tibet. I talk about the landscape and everything. Second song about the Dalai Lama discovery. Third song about the karma effect. What if you do good, good happen. If you do bad, bad things happen, you know. This, then Colored Sand is about the ritual of mandalas. Then you have the string piece that cuts the record in two. This is the Chinese invasion of 1950. And everything changed from there. So that break the concept like in two parts. So the first side is more about the beauties and the culture of Tibetan people, and then after the invasion, it's all what happened because of the invasion. Them being how do you say that? Always present there in Tibet. You know, they took control of the place. People immolating themselves in public to protest. That's the only voice they have to protest, you know, because of that. Then the other song, Absconders, is about people trying to escape Tibet to find a better place to live instead of their own country. And the last song, Reduced to Silence, questioned the nonviolence philosophy. Does nonviolence serve them? Because this philosophy is that you need to respect your enemy, and
it changed your perspective about that culture?
Totally, because I didn't know anything about this culture. Of course, I knew there was trouble there, but never like maybe like Mr. Everybody. Okay, I know something bad happened there, but I had no education at all on the topic. And even then, you know, I've spent over a year just writing the lyrics after the music was finished. And I feel that I barely just scratched the surface a bit to understand this culture and but that's why at some point also I decided to talk about it from my perspective, how I feel about the topic, and not trying to do like an encyclopedia lyric thing, you know, because you need to be, I could have read books for 30 years until I begin to know what I'm talking about, you know, it's so complex. So. For me, never been a funny part in the music. That's always been the part that I don't like in the process of writing a song. I'm more into the music composition. That's really what gets me, you know, and hearing the music finished, produced, and everything. But don't get me wrong, I like the lyrics, but when they're finished. Yeah. But making the lyrics. It's very first off, English is not my language, and you need to write poetry in a different language that is not your own, and to express ideas at the second degree, and it made me realize how poet and poetry is an art of its own. You know, because I didn't want to write lyrics like die, kill, blah blah blah. You know, I mean, it's cool, it's okay, but
maybe when you were 15 or 20.
I mean, when you start, you know, I did it myself. You read the lyrics on Consider Dead and everything. I mean, it's fine. You're starting, and it's the aesthetic of the style back then. It's cool, but now at 42 years old, I want to bring poetry, and I want to sing about things that fascinate me and intrigates me, and something that get my curiosity, and something that I'm in awe.
Because it's you. Then.
Of course, it's my voice, it's my words, it's my but this being said, it's the first time that I said to myself, I'll finish all the music, and once the music is finished, all my focus will be on words and topics and the story and the concept. Because all the previous record was writing some music and then work on lyrics a bit, music a bit, and then at some point everything gets finished, you know. But and I liked it better focusing only on words, because this way you get a better continuation in the reflection. It's like writing a book. You don't write a book, you write one chapter, then you stop for 6 months and you do something else, and you're gonna get out of your story and so you need to keep the, I don't know how to say it in English, but the connection in your thoughts, you know. And even now, it's been a few months since the records it's been out, and now I'm starting to feel like the subject is like out of my system a bit, because it takes a long time to get out of you, because your mind has been focused into this for so long. That's all you think about. To write new music, and I'm very happy with the musician. You know, they're very inspiring.
It's a stable lineup. Or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But now John is no longer in the band because very busy with Origin. So yeah, it's Patrice that you're gonna see tonight. But Patrice been filling up, replacing John for the past 3 years or something. So it made more sense also. You know, instead of waiting for John's schedule, and since he was like the busiest member in the band, and me, it was important not to put GORGUTS before their band. They have main project before my band. But
you are conscious of that, you know.
Excuse me?
You are conscious of that.
Of course, yeah. But it's matter of respect too.
Of course.
And the thing is that Patrice was very solicited by different bands too, so I could ended up with no drummer at some point. So, you know, it's. But I'm so happy of what John and I did together. It's very proud of the record. Very happy. So well, you're not gonna wait 12 years to get new music. So if maybe that's what your question also. So
I don't need to wait.
No.